Okay.
All right, yeah, we're live.
Cool. All right. So, when we last left our heroes, you guys had ran into some problems. Quite a few problems, to be honest. The foremost being Squib putting on the cursed mask of the Faceless Ones. After he did that, you guys managed to finally address the Council of Craftsmen, gave your case, found out that they need someone to go to the Dwarven slave mines to ascertain whether or not they hold a ancient holy relic from the Heaven and Hell War that was a weapon for good in the time.
Thank you, Mr. Don't project.
They are hoping to use it to combat Grozd and his attempt to take over this realm. Upon having that conversation with the council, you guys said, hey, we'll go try to find things out for you. And they were like, okay, cool. And then you had a little bit of conversation with Master Darius and Eric Hammerhand, trying to find out if they knew where a bronze dragon was. They didn't. They suggested that the Huntsman's Guild might know where the location of one. And so you guys went back there, talked to Corin, talked to Master Alrod, and they were going to throw all their support behind you to try to find a bronze dragon for you guys to hopefully find a baby dragon whose blood is needed to remove the mask from your friend Squib. After that, with some conversations with some old allies, including Erendia sent one in secret to Maeve, and then he sent one to Duravo, and Duravo told you of a bronze dragon that Pelisa knows, whose nest is somewhere along the coastline in the mountains to the east of the country of Boergenth. He told you their name, but he was very succinct. Not a lot of information, because he was just answering questions. So it seemed like he was just like, okay, yes, I know this person. Go get out of my head, sir, please. And after that, you went back to the Huntsman's Guild, talked to Master Alrod again, who had gathered quite a few people to try to find a dragon for you guys, and you felt bad because you didn't think it was that important. I mean, I'm sure Squib was like, yes, this is important. What the hell are you guys talking about? But after that, you told him that you had found one in a matter of 10 minutes after you had asked him to search, and he was like, what? Okay. And through some lies and some deception that was unsuccessful, he convinced you guys to tell him the name of this dragon and where she was. And he attempted to use his scrying orb on it to see if he could see her. He failed. Then each one of you attempted to use the scrying orb, which all failed. Ancient dragons are very strong, and they have a high will save. So he said that he'd keep trying, but he's keeping the name of, as far as you guys know, he's keeping the name of the bronze dragon secret and just keeping it to himself to try to help you guys, because you are trying to help this whole city and the whole country to change its ways. And after that, you guys, I believe, I might be getting my timeline wrong. I believe you went back to Broken Spirits.
Yep, we ended.
And that's when Squib also had a conversation with someone he has not seen in many, many years, who happens to be, from what he can tell, either the leader of the Faceless Ones or a super high-ranking member of the Faceless Ones, who was responsible for the Iron Scale Hydra in the sewers, and was also responsible for the goblins and the chaos crystals, and was the initial person who experimented on Squib and what gave Squib his extraordinary powers. I'm pretty sure he told you guys all that. Maybe?
I'm pretty sure I told them that he's the reason why Squib can do the weird shit he can do. If I forgot to say that I told them that he did the shit with the Hydra, I mean, Squib would have told them. He's fairly open.
Yeah, because the Dark Wizard was surprised because he was watching his new pet, and then all of a sudden one of his old toys showed up and killed it. So he was like, huh, interesting. And that's basically where we've picked up. You guys are in Broken Spirits. Time had frozen for Squib to have this conversation with the Dark Wizard, and then he told you that other stuff has hit the fan. So that's basically where you're at now. And you guys wrote a list of things that need to be done.
Our quest log is very large.
It is very full currently.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much to do.
So we're at Broken Spirits, yeah?
Yeah. You're currently in the lobby, but if you wanted to like go up to your rooms or whatever, you could do that too. You're getting some strange looks from Rourke as he notices that Squib is wearing a Faceless One mask.
I tried to stop him, Rourke.
He's like, well, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but that seems detrimental to our cause.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great.
You live and you learn.
Some of us, anyway.
Hey, you just need to worry about keeping your heart quiet, mister.
One day, Squib, I will silence you forever.
Well, at the rate things are going now,
True enough. Rourke, we have some developments.
All right.
We told them we got the Huntsman's Guild, right?
Yeah, that already happened.
Okay. So I tell him about what's going on with the Craftsman's Guild.
Okay.
And
the
also
fact
with
that-
Squib.
So everything, Demon Lord.
Just the mines. And
Okay,
the
you
fact that
you just want to tell Rourke that you've been told by the Craftsman Guild or recruited by the Craftsman's Guild to go to the Dwarven slave mines to find an artifact.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He's like-
free the dwarves and gain the Craftsman's Guild as allies in doing so.
He's like, well, it's a lofty goal. Yeah, I've never actually been to the mines, but I've heard the stories.
What stories?
Well, it's not really it's more of a penal colony than an actual slavery, I guess. All the dwarves live down there, and they send stuff up, kind of like as taxes. They mine a bunch of materials in the ground and send it up. They don't really. The Inquisition doesn't actually go down in the mines, as far as I know. They have a garrison there and a fort outside in case the dwarves get unruly, but it's not super big.
So we would be an uncommon sight then.
Yeah, you get kind of strange. Yeah, it's mostly dwarves down there. Yeah.
How many people... Do you know anyone that could get us information about the garrison?
Well, not a lot of humans like to talk to us lower folk, if you know what I mean. I could reach out to an old sergeant of mine. He might have something to say, but I don't make any promises. He's a prickly one, and he follows the Inquisition pretty hard. So
he might be suspicious if you start asking questions about this place.
it's possible, yeah.
Think the 4 of us can take down the garrison?
Take down? Do you want to kill them all?
That's what we got.
Yes.
If that's what we got to do.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say you can't, but I've heard that it's somewhere around 1,000 soldiers.
Oh, so it's significant. That's pretty significantly fortified.
Yeah, because they're there to keep the dwarves from being, crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's an entrance to these mines that isn't through the front door. If you catch my drift.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I don't know personally. We don't get to contact with them a lot. Well, they're kind of they're looked down upon, I guess. They're not allowed out, so they don't. I never met any dwarves from there. Obviously I know Eric and the dwarves that are here in town, but anyone that's in that mine, they're descendants of the traders from 1,000 years ago, as far as I know.
Hey, Rog.
Yeah.
You remember that dwarf's name that we helped in Deepholm? Actually, I might have that written down at this point.
No. I have the horn though to summon everybody.
That's a few week trek.
Mm.
That's a little bit of a journey from Deepholm all the way down to.
Is Wildor in Fuldor?
Yes.
What a good baby.
You gotta teach her how to play young.
My goodness.
Oh, you're talking. I thought you said that in reference to Wildor and Fuldor. I was like, what the fuck?
And Ragnar.
Ragnar is a good baby.
That's your baby's name?
No.
No. No.
No, Ragnar is the name of the descendant of the Dwarven kings.
I was gonna compliment it regardless.
He was part of the council at Vilgen. He represented the dwarves.
Oh yeah, Ragnar Boren. I have him here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have we slept since we leveled up?
No.
Okay.
No. But we should have gotten everything full, right?
Well, you burned a lot of fourth level spells
burned-
using polymorph.
Also,
Erendia has burned all of his spells using message, so or sending.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a long rest yet. Squid is hesitant to do that kind of thing. Because the more long rests I have, the less time I have.
All right, I'm gonna. I'll wait until we're out. Well,
Erendia is for sure like leaning on his staff, just like exhausted from all the magic he's used.
yeah, in like 5 minutes. I was just like,
Sending.
Maybe we should try and reach out to some of our old dwarf friends.
Whatever you do, don't try to touch their beard. Dwarves don't like that. I found that out the hard way.
Wise words, Squib.
What do you think, Rog?
Squib likes to find everything out the hard way.
I
He's
think-
had a tough life, and most of it's his own damn fault.
I think the dwarves of Deep Home would help, surely, but they are far away, and if I remember correctly, Whisper's Edge is between us, plus miles and miles of just unknowns.
Yeah, they might be able to give us information, though.
True. I think it's
Um,
worth at least reaching out. I don't know.
Who do you
I
think?
don't think we should blow the horn.
No. Who do you think too? Do you think Ragnar, Wildor, Fuldor? Is Ragnar dead? Do we know if Ragnar's dead? He was part of the council. He's probably dead.
When you guys went to Sevicern, he stayed behind in Deep Home with the rest of the dwarves. From building.
Oh, okay.
And they were going to reestablish their city.
Okay.
That was a few months ago now, I think, at this point.
Yeah, maybe Ragnar.
Yeah. And if we can't reach him, then Wildor or Fuldor, they would know.
You
Yeah.
have spells left? What is
I have a 4 and 2 5s.
That's more than you need.
So, Caleb, are you saying you can't hear us?
No, I just got it fixed again. Something I think like I have a short circuit in my headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I sent that, like I couldn't hear anything, and then it just came back.
Gotcha.
What time of day is it?
It's late evening. You guys spent the day walking around to the Craftsman's Guild, and then you spent time at the Craftsman's Guild. Lots happened today.
Yeah.
Grozd is aware of your existence, aware of Benjamin's existence.
How many words is sending? 20?
25.
25. So I can send 25 words to one of our whoever we would like that we've met and can possibly make it to them, or I can send a short message. I'll instead of being like that. I can send short messages to people we have met before, and there's a chance that it will reach them and they can answer. What should we say to Ragnar in the event? Well, we have to send out something, whether or not he's alive to answer it or not. I have to at least try and send it out. What do you guys think we should say?
Good sir, are you dead?
Let's not say that.
Yeah, no.
Let's just ask him if he knows anything about the mines, I think. Or give him an update on what's going on outside of Depot. Because we haven't talked to him, obviously, since before Sevicern, so he doesn't even necessarily know about the king.
All right.
And as for that, actually, the people at Whisper's Edge probably don't know either.
Did I tell them that Whisper's Edge is occupied last session?
Nope.
I didn't.
Nope.
Okay.
You keep all that pretty close to the chest.
Yeah, and I really have to say whether or not because my character doesn't say shit, so I really have to say,
Yep.
I've said this to the people.
They don't, I mean, none of your teammates know that you are in a relationship. They don't know that she's pregnant. You didn't tell them about any of your dreams, so they don't know what you've seen.
So that was Rog saying we should reach out to Whisper's Edge. I will say I have reached out to Whisper's Edge. They are already occupied.
Oh. When did that happen?
I don't know when it happened, but I reached out just today. My contact was safe, but hiding, and they are fully occupied.
By the undead?
No, by the Inquisition.
Oh, so then by now they're probably aware at least.
Yeah, I think they certainly know. Oh, bye baby. I've been trying to keep them informed. I think they probably tried to fortify. I mean, they knew what happened because of the I mean, unless everyone from there died when Miskis attacked Sevicern, they were there.
Yeah, if you recall back to your dream, you saw Maeve talking to a Griffin rider, and she was crying because they had returned from Sevcern. Sorry, Hippogriff rider, not Griffins. Different critter.
So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, shit indeed.
But again, Arendi didn't tell any of you guys that.
I may be trying to make moves towards Whisper's Edge sooner rather than later.
As soon as we get this mask off my face, I'm happy to go anywhere.
We may need their help to overthrow the king. I don't know if the guilds will be enough, but
From what I know right now, they need ours. And I may just even more want to burn people to the ground.
only if they deserve it, though, right?
All of them deserve it.
Sure, Squib just kind of shrugs and goes, yeah, I can think of a few people who I'd love to set on fire at the moment.
Oh, so can I. I'm just making sure here. I don't want a repeat of Taldenworth.
No, I mean...
What did you guys do to Taldenworth?
It's nothing important.
Dwarves, we're not going to talk about it.
And you people think I'm trouble.
Oh no, we are definitely trouble.
We're learning, though. We're learning, like you said, Squib. Growth is real.
The way I see it, all of Walden's Inquisition and political position can burn.
Pretty sure you told him that you reached out to Irikosh, though.
Yes, I think I did explain that.
So we're not totally without allies outside of Walden, at least.
Irikosh is under siege, and Whisper's Edge has been occupied by the Inquisition.
Yeah, Irikosh is having fun with the combat, and Whisper's Edge is not having as much fun.
Vilgan is technically a safe place right now, since the Reborn took it back from the mindless undead.
Oh, they retook it?
Yeah, that was part of Lord McMichael's story when his army came and met you guys outside of Walden. The Lich King, when he was weakened, half of the undead were able to break free of their control, and they fought a deadly battle against the rest of the undead in Vilgan, and the Reborn came out ahead. So all the undead that are left there are reborn, which means they're in control of their own minds and their own bodies. They're basically like the undead from like World of Warcraft, kind of. They have their own personalities. They remember their past life, but they don't have to eat or sleep, and they don't age anymore.
All right, so I'm gonna ping out to. I'm saying this before I actually cast it. So I'm gonna reach out to Ragnar Boren,
Okay.
and say that we are. This is Arendia of the adventurers you met between Vilgan or from the siege on Vilgan.
He knows who you are.
Yeah, he'll know like who I am.
He
who
knows.
I am.
He knows your name.
Okay, all right.
You guys are heroes to that city.
Okay.
Remember, you met at least you met Locke and
I have the whole council. Ready? From when I was writing things down still.
it's
Vincent Collins, Ragnar Bourne,
yeah,
Locke Gren,
Vincent.
Lilith Smallflower, General Bliss, and General Hisrin.
General Hisrin's
General
dead.
Hisrin.
Yeah. What about General Bliss, the tieflings, who says that
You don't know.
next to all of these names, I know this had some function at some point. I have a problem, not a problem, indifferent. I don't know what it's about though.
You were trying to convince them to help.
I have yeah, anyways. Oh, it was thinking
They
that
didn't
the
think
Dark
the
Wizard
goblins
was a
were-
problem or not a problem.
Yep. They didn't think the goblins were that much of an issue.
Okay. So, do you want me to count out the words, or do you want me to just say that I'm saying to Ragnar, or does it's really important what I actually say?
It's pretty important
What I
because you can
actually
only
say.
respond with 25 words as well.
Okay. Ragnar, this is Arendia. We are in Walden and want to free the slave mine. Looking for a backdoor or any info that might help.
The response comes back fairly quickly, and he, hello, Arendia. We're a bit busy at the moment, but maybe if we had a better chance to talk, I could explain things.
That's the end of the message.
Yeah.
Okay, I will cast it again. And I will say, how can we help you be not busy? What could we possibly do for you?
So the response comes back, well, Whisper's Edge is occupied, and the elves have fled here to Deepholm, and we're hiding them away from the Inquisition. So we're a bit busy because we keep going deeper into Deepholm, and it kind of cuts off because he just kind of forgets where his word limit was.
Have we had any combat today?
Yes. We had the gift or the grit.
Yeah, you fought the
Yeah.
Grit. Yeah.
What's a gift? What am I thinking of?
Gith it's a race in D&D.
They're the hippo people.
No, those are gifts.
I thought they were gifs.
The Gith are the weird psychic.
Oh, gif. Yeah, there's gif, and then there's a weird.
The Gith and the Gith
Awesome.
Zerai are kind of like the same. They're one's
Oops.
evil, one's good.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I clicked the wrong thing.
Are you converting sorcery points into spell levels?
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
How many spell levels? How many?
I have
How many
9.
spell slots are you down? Like
A
what
lot.
level spell slots?
All of them.
He's
He's down to 1 5th level spell and then all of his first level spells, which he can't use to cast Sending.
Yeah, first and second I have. Everything third and up I'm out of, except for 1 5th level.
Since I'm pretty sure I haven't done it, I'll try and get you a third level spell slot.
Well, I kind of have to ask for that, right?
True, you would have to ask
Like,
instead of me just slapping you on the ass, going, "Here you go."
Yeah, that's what I do.
Unless-
I don't get spell slots.
unless you see me becoming arcanely exhausted, but before I would do that, I would use points before I would ask for help because I'm a stubborn bastard. So I'm gonna use 5 points to make a third level spell slot.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a third level spell.
Okay.
To cast Sending to Maeve, and ask her if she is in Deep Home with the rest of the elves.
The response comes back fairly quickly. Yes, that's where we're hiding. How do you know?
Fuck.
I wonder if this guild has any way of doing that without, this happening. And he points to Arindia looking fucking exhausted as hell.
He looks frazzled. His hair's just all unkempt. He's like leaning on his staff, like. Whew.
My eyes are just rolled to the back of my head for the last like 20 minutes.
You'll be fine with a couple drinks. Don't worry.
A good long nap.
Did you actually say that out loud, Squib?
Yeah, Squib would have asked because, it's obvious this is very taxing on you. Squib would have been like, "You think that Hunters Guild has a way to talk to people long distances without looking like you do?"
I don't know, but I know.
Not the whole looking like a scary, spooky magic man, but
I'm gonna say I don't know. I just know that I have 2 more messages to send and only 1 more spell. Only 1 more energy worth.
I'm talking to Ragnar, and then suddenly, whoop, back to Maeve. I was like, oh, okay.
Could you help me, Squib?
I can certainly try.
That's very metagamey, but
You can try to.
Hey, look,
you
there you go.
Hey, you know that he channels his magic into his wild magic into you. He's done it before, so
that is true.
you could be like,
And there's
you
an
just
actual...
be like, would you help regain some of my arcane power? And it would have to be specifically a 3rd level spell, and you got lucky and you rolled a 3.
I got very lucky.
All right. Message to Ragnar.
Okay.
I would like to assist you and the elves, but this will be my last message until tomorrow. I am very weak.
He comes back and he's like, oh, well, don't worry about it. We're pretty safe right now.
And then message to Maeve. I've been communicating with a drow. A dwarf from our past. He informed me that the elves were in Deepholm. This will be my last message tonight, until the morning.
Okay. She goes, "Oh, well, I would like to know who you're talking to. If you can tell me tomorrow, it would be helpful. But yes, we are currently in Deepholm and safe."
Well, that doesn't make me feel great. Okay, so I'm going to parlay all of those things to my team members, and say I need a shot.
Including the conversations with Maeve?
No, just the Ragnar stuff.
Okay. So the rest of you know that he's spoken to Ragnar, and they are in Deepholm, and they are protecting the wood elves who fled from Whisper's Edge from the Inquisition. And they're a little busy trying to stay ahead of the Inquisition patrols that are searching Deepholm for them. Luckily, it's a very big city, and there's not very many dwarves left, and there's not very many elves.
And I will ask Rourke for a beverage.
He's like, "All right, well, what did you like?"
Whatever's the strongest thing you have.
He's like, "All right." And reaches behind and pulls out a bottle. It's a clear liquid of some kind. He's like, he pours a shot and slides it across the bar to you. "If you can keep that down, no charge on the first one."
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay. It's basically Everclear.
Okay.
Ew. Doing shots of Everclear is not fun.
It'll take the rust off of you know.
Tolerance is 15. Does it hit me immediately?
Yeah, you feel it for sure.
Okay.
And it tastes horrible.
I'll probably just chill until and wait to hear what my companions have to say.
Okay.
I believe that condenses two of our objectives into one location.
Which two?
Whisper's Edge and Deepholm.
We still need to find that bronze dragon. Otherwise, things are going to get real ugly real fast.
Yeah, we have to find a lot of things.
We do need to find that bronze dragon.
I think when we leave here tomorrow, we probably won't be back for a while.
Hey Ben, is a large creature large enough to carry a small creature or a medium-sized creature?
Yeah. Generally, why?
Rog, I think that we should travel as dragons.
Well, dragons are huge.
Even better.
Well, we're young dragons.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Young dragons are large.
Darn.
But I think that
It depends on their strength, but if you and Rog turn into dragons, Squib is like 50 pounds and Wolf is like 85 pounds soaking wet, and then you just have to worry about Sizan.
Oh, I
you're right,
forgot about
Sizan.
Sizan.
You can leave him behind if you want.
Fuck. No.
My strength, my dragon strength is 21.
My dragon strength is 19.
They're pretty beefy.
But we're leveled up now.
One of you could carry Squib and Wolf easily. The other could carry Sizan easily.
Okay. But we're CR
because
10
Saizen
now.
weighs more than the two of them combined with his armor on.
True.
We're CR 10 now though.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get beefier dragons.
I don't know. Have you seen that type of dragon?
Oh fuck. You're right.
Not as fair.
I'm letting you have
I know.
dragons, and if you see a dragon of a different color, you can choose that one.
Within the CR rating.
Yes, within
you've
the
got young gold and young red.
I mean, Durava was a adult red.
He was a red dragon,
Yeah.
but really, there's not that much of a stat increase between
Brass and red.
between your guys's. I mean, like, it's very minimal, and red dragons are inherently evil.
Hmm.
Duravo is not because he was raised from a egg to be a member of the Inquisition.
But we chose something good adjacent.
On the good spectrum.
Yeah,
Yep.
good adjacent. Well, I don't think we can fly into Deepholm. I mean, we can fly close to Deepholm, hopefully, without drawing.
Also, you can polymorph for an hour.
Oh yeah, it's only an hour. Why was I thinking 8 hours?
I don't know.
I mean, we could cast it
it's-
multiple times.
Yep.
Somebody has a thing with beads on it.
I think
I
he.
don't have the spell slot
That
to cast
has.
that.
What spell slot is that?
8.
Oh, that's an 8th level spell. Damn.
Was that true polymorph?
No.
No, Windwalk.
But
Oh.
also, I gave Saizen that necklace.
I was gonna say somebody has it.
I think Windwalk is a 6th level spell. I think it's not that far off.
Yeah, it is a 6th level, but I still don't have 6th level spells, so.
Right.
We're pretty far, even flight from Deepholm, yeah?
Yep.
Like, days.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck. Can we assume that Verilyn is a, like, gigantic size dragon, whatever the size is up from large?
I'm pretty sure Duravo told you she's an ancient bronze dragon.
Ancient bronze. Okay, so that's like the biggest there is, yeah?
No,
No.
but they're big.
Okay.
They're huge.
Okay.
Great worms are bigger.
Okay. Was Duravo an ancient?
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, all of the Inquisition that came to save us was able to ride on Duravo?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll say maybe we should go and try and find this Verilyn, and maybe she will be able to assist us in travel. I think that all of us could fit on her if she's willing.
You said she has a nest, right? Would she be so willing to abandon it?
That's a good point. I'm trying to find a quick way to Deepholm. I don't think there is one. Nor do I think that the person that I want to save there will be willing to leave.
Well, if they're safe, I can't say I blame them.
You guys wouldn't know how to cast teleport, would you?
Nope.
Oh, wait.
No.
Teleport's a 7th level spell. What about
Teleportation.
teleportation, sir?
Well, you'd have to have seen a circle. Which, surprise, surprise, they are in the major cities, but you haven't asked to see them.
Yeah, I was looking at taking that on this last level up. But I took something else instead.
How dare you?
I took Summon Draconic Spirit.
How long does that last?
Fence. Fence.
I won't ever know because I'm using all of my spell slots to cast Sending.
It's a very useful spell, and you had to message a lot of people because you finally remembered that you had it.
I'm getting all of my uses from the entire campaign out for like the last 12 months.
Yep.
All right, friends. So what do we think?
Well, I think anything else will take too long and Squib will die if we don't do his thing first.
And then I turn into a faceless one and try and kill you guys.
We've all seen what he can do with that flame tongue. I'd rather not be on the receiving end of it.
I would rather you guys not be on the receiving end of it either.
Would Rog have a general knowledge of the country and like where the mountains to the to the east on the coast would be?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, I don't think he's left the country.
Nope. Meeting
He
you
would
guys
know.
was the
He
first
would
time I
know that
left
there's.
Holden.
He would. I mean, he would have seen a map and know that there's mountains around the country. But that's about as far as that goes.
Maybe we should buy a map.
Rog, how many hours do you think it would take to fly to the eastern mountains?
As what? As a dragon?
As a dragon?
A fly spell.
No, as a dragon.
Well, they move more than double my walking speed, so probably just under half the time. So probably like a couple weeks, maybe. I'd have to see a map. I think we should buy one. I have a map of Taldenworth, but that's it. It's the only map I got.
Rourke, you got a map of the country around here anywhere?
Yeah, sure. And he unrolls it and shows it to you, and he shows you a map of the country of Boergenth.
Which is pinned in the... Oh, fantastic.
Oh, we're so far.
We are pretty far.
And you're sure Tharavo said Varalin was at the east?
Yeah, the east mountains along on the shore. That is important.
On the coastline.
That is different. Yes, on the coastline, which eliminates a lot of the potential area where we may have to look.
Rourke, what's the King's Retreat?
Oh, that's the king goes there sometimes.
You think we can murder him there?
That's what I was thinking.
I will. I've never been there, but I've heard stories.
Do you know if it's made out of wood by chance?
I think parts of it are wood, yeah, but also I've heard it would be harder to get into than the castle here in Walden. And its protections aren't exactly obvious because they want it to look pretty. So it's a bunch of magical enchantments I've heard that protect it.
Dumb magic. How long do you think it would take to travel to the mountains to the east?
By foot?
By foot, by boat, as a dragon, you know.
Well, the King's Retreat's about a week by foot from here.
Oh, a week.
That'd be a couple.
So I'd say by ship, probably about half that time, 4 days. by airship even faster, but don't know if you got one of those available.
I don't imagine there's any in the lower city that we could charter.
What did we do with
Airships?
Squib's ship?
Yes.
No.
No.
What did we do with Squib's boat?
Was a riverboat? Is that the
My,
docks?
yeah, it's like my riverboat's at the docks. If you really want to take that down the,
You want to try to take that on the open sea down the coastline.
Yeah, how well would that work for us?
It doesn't have a sail.
not very well whatsoever.
We could make a sail. If we made a sail, would it? That probably would take too long.
It would probably not do great if any sort of weather hit.
Week by foot's still not bad.
How
For you, maybe.
yeah,
That's
how
just to reach the eastern edge of the country where the
Yeah, I
mountain
thought we
range
had 20
begins.
days.
No, then we then have to explore the mountain range.
Yeah, you gotta find explore the coastline, which is another large. Okay, fine. I will show you the country map or the freaking world map.
Hey.
That and -7 to my constitution not only eats away at my health, it also eats away at my armor class.
If you see to the east of Boergenth, there's an entire coastline, all the way to Ashira, of mountain ranges. He didn't say where in there she is.
Oh god. Well, Squib, if you have a faster mode of transport, I'm all ears. Because we can't be dragons all day.
How long do we know that this man's got to live just based on mathematics? Roughly?
20 days.
It was 20 days when he put on the mask, and he put on the mask today, so when we leave tomorrow, it'll be 19. And if we go on foot, if it is exactly a week, we'd have 12 days to find the dragon.
We could. It would put you and I at very vulnerable positions if we were to encounter anything where we would need to use our spells for any other reason. But we could fly as much as we possibly can and walk until we rest and then do it again. We need to expedite the process for sure. And I don't think a boat is the way to go.
Rourke, would we be able to procure horses?
Maybe. I can't guarantee what kind of shape they'll be in if you buy them down here in the lower city.
Shit. They have a monopoly on horses too, don't they?
Yeah, the whole country, kinda, yeah.
How long do you think it would be on horseback?
I guess if you push the horses, probably 5 days.
Fuck.
I mean, I could help you guys if I knew what you're talking about, but I mean,
We need to reach the eastern mountains as fast as possible.
well, the fastest way I can think of is chartering a boat, chartering a ship.
And how long did you say you think that would be?
To get to the edge of the country, 3 or 4 days. If they need to go farther than that, probably another few days after that.
Do you have someone in mind who would take us there with?
Well, I don't know anybody personally, but I do know that there are currently 2 tall ships docked in the lower city docks down outside the city.
And would
That's all.
anyone
That's all
frown
I
at us-
know.
Would anyone frown at us for seeking out a captain?
Yeah, you're not. The Inquisition stops people who are leaving and finds out their business. So, I think you guys are wanted. So, might be a good idea to disguise yourselves or something. They don't care if anybody comes in. They only care if people want to leave.
Can you think of anyone down here that we might... Can you think of anyone down here that would be able to smuggle us onto these tall ships?
onto the ships themselves? No, but I mean, perhaps the Thieves Guild or the Hunters Guild could get you out of the city. The Huntsman's Guild goes out hunting all the time. They've got permits that allow them to, and the Thieves Guild, I assume, no way, secret ways in and out of the city, but not that I've ever been to anyone.
Well, you guys have those things to disguise yourselves, and I've got this, and he flaps his cloak.
Yeah, I mean,
I have the disguise self spell as well, so I don't even need this stone.
You can give that to Sizan.
Does he not have one?
Nope.
All right, I'll hand it to Sizan.
I think you guys got 3 of them.
yeah, we got 3 of them from the Emporium. Right? The Emporium? No, something Emporium. No, whatever.
It was the magic shop in Irikosh.
Yes. But it had a really fun name that I'm forgetting.
I think it was like Master Marvel's Magical Emporium or something like that.
There it is.
So if
Something
we
like that.
disguised ourselves, it would be easier for us to find Charter on a ship.
Well, I mean, once you get outside onto the docks, shouldn't be any problem talking to one of the captains if you want, but
Oh, so it's just getting on the docks.
it's getting through the gate back out of the city. Yeah, that's the problem.
And do we want to be obviously humans?
I would say that might be more suspicious. If you can make yourself look like somebody, it might help. Maybe like if one of you was a human and the others were like, I don't know, chained up or something, they'd be like, "Oh, you're taking some prisoners out of the city, some slaves or something." I don't know. But if you didn't want to do that, you would need some sort of documentation that says you need to leave the city. Some sort of paperwork, probably that says, "Hey, we're on a mission." If you were all humans, it'd be they might get suspicious as to why you were all down in the lower city to begin with, and why you're going out the lower city exit to the docks
Instead of
when
the
you're
main
humans.
gate.
And yeah,
Well, sounds like pretending to be slaves is our best bet.
it could work. Yeah. Again, you're probably going to need some sort of documentation, though.
Is there anyone down here that would be forging that kind of documentation?
Thieves Guild.
Yeah, Thieves Guild could probably do it. It doesn't have to be super elaborate. Any of you guys know how to write all fancy?
I sure do.
Not me.
I mean, if you write out a regular old letter and stamp it with some official looking seal.
I don't have a seal. That's the problem with that.
Well, I'm sure the Thieves Guild could supply you with one.
That's a good idea.
All right.
I do need more paper anyway.
Yeah, you need, what did chat say? You need,
He needs to buy more paper.
Oh, it just said I need more paper. Okay.
I need more paper.
Note to self, buy more paper. There we go.
Or parchment, whatever you like better.
Papyrus.
Well, I would like another shot of whatever this beverage is.
He slides it across. That'll be 1 silver.
Was the first for free?
Yep. Remember, he said if you can keep it down, the first one's free.
You know what, Rourke? Here's 100 silver.
All right. I mean, I won't say no, but don't you need that for what your guys are working on? You could use that to pay off other people, unless you want me to use this money to help our cause.
You do with it whatever you want.
All right.
I don't mean to sound arrogant, but Based on our coin purses, 100 silver. Not that big of a deal.
10 gold.
I'll hit the shot.
Yeah, even with a 15 alcohol tolerance, you are feeling it.
Okay.
Strong stuff.
Okay. I'll just chill.
Okay. Anybody else want to do something, or ready? Everybody ready to go to bed? Sleep off this insane day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be great. I'm so glad I'm gonna have a 19 in AC. Or yeah, 19 in AC and a 19 in Constitution. It's great.
Yeah. All right. You go to bed. You wake up. Long rest.
Is he permanently being nerfed?
Yep.
Fuck.
Until he dies.
Yep.
His
I need to get
constitution is
this
going down
damn
by
thing.
1 each day he has that mask on until he dies.
Yeah, but when he takes
If
it
you're
off, it's going to be like back to normal, right?
Oh. Well, no, but you can get it fixed after that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, perfect.
That sort of thing can be healed with greater restoration, which Siren has.
But he can't use that to get it off.
No.
Gotcha.
It didn't work.
Gotcha.
Remove curse didn't work either.
All right.
It's
And I'm
almost
going
like
to lose a lot of hit
almost
points.
like the faceless ones who designed this cursed item wanted to make sure people couldn't get it off easily.
Weird, right?
How dare they?
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you guys wake up refreshed in the morning. Squib, you feel drained, but rested.
Before I go to breakfast, I will sending to Maeve and tell her that the person I was communicating with is Ragnar Boren.
Okay. She responds. She's like, "Oh, wow, you guys know a lot of really important people. Yeah, Ragnar's been helping us."
That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'll head to breakfast.
Okay.
I was really worried that you were gonna be like, "Oh, he's actually hunting us."
Oh, Ragnar?
Yeah, or something. You know what I mean? Because she sounded concerned, so I was like, "Great, I'm talking to the spy or something like that."
Oh, no.
Perfect.
Nope. Ragnar. He grew up in Vilgan, so he doesn't have extreme biases towards anybody really.
All right, and now they can talk together about how they were both talking to me. Fantastic.
They know that you want to help. But yeah, you get down there for breakfast. There's not a lot. Rourke's got a big old steaming pot full of porridge.
I will take a cup.
Okay.
Or a bowl.
He fills you a bowl. He's like, I know you. I mean, you want me to take this out of what you paid me last night? Otherwise, it's 4 silver.
I will give him. How many people in our party? 5. I will give him 20 silver and say, "This is for everyone."
Ooh.
It's very bland. It's not a lot to this porridge.
I was about to say, what does it taste like? Tastes like
Mostly
pour.
water.
If it's free, it's for me.
Tastes like pour.
It's thick water.
It's thick water with oats. Yep.
And it's like nasty well water. It's got that sulfury taste to it.
No.
No, it's not that bad. Oh, thank God.
I wouldn't say sulfury, no. Doesn't taste great.
Well, I'm eating, waiting to see what my friends say.
It is efficient in filling you up and giving you some new nutrition.
Yeah, Squib will come down and eat his porridge. What was the bartender guy's name again? I know you guys have said it a bajillion times. Rorik. Squib's gonna ask Rorik if the cause could use some funding.
Yeah, always, I think.
How busy is the tavern at the moment?
Not.
Not okay.
You see his friends that have been kind of on guard duty since he beefed up his security, and they have rotating shifts. You see, like this, like when you come in at night, there's like 4 rough and tumble looking guys at the table, like keeping an eye on the door, keeping an eye on you guys. When you come back, there's 4 new guys. Like they have rotating teams of protection detail, basically. But that's about it right now in the morning. Not a lot of call for coming here for breakfast.
Squibble hand him some coins and go, here, use this to the best that you can. And he will hand him 10 platinum coins.
10 platinum, all right? He's like, got anything smaller?
Not really.
I do.
It's hard to get change down here.
What do you need? I got you.
Well, if you could just, I mean, do you have 1,000 silver? Because that would just make life simple.
You'd have to break up a bunch of gold.
Do
do
I overhear this conversation?
Yeah, you're down there. I think everybody went down there.
I will. Is it just silver that would be good for you to deal with, or gold pieces are no good, or?
I mean, I could use gold is weird. I don't like to throw it around that much because it's kind of dangerous sometimes. But silver I can use for pretty much anything. Heck, I'd take even copper at this point. But yeah, silver's kind of like it's good.
All right. Well, here is. And Squib, you can pay me back. Here is 50 gold pieces for those special situations where you could use gold. And here is 955 silver pieces.
Okay.
Squib will just hand Arindia that 10 platinum then.
I can't be.
And here, this way.
He pulls a sack out from behind the counter and pushes all the money into it. You see his friends like look at the pile of coin on the counter and like nod appreciatively.
Squib will go, don't worry, boys. I may not be intelligent, but you'll be paid well. As he sits there with a doofy smile underneath this mask that's killing him.
Yep, they can't see it.
Doofy smile underneath your mask that also has a doofy smile.
Okay. What would you guys like to do with the day?
Rook, do you know where I can buy some paper?
Yeah. I think pretty much any general shop around here could supply you with some.
Wonderful.
There's a couple that are like 2 blocks that way. You'll tell which ones are still open. They've got bars on the window to keep people out, and the lights are still on.
Well, I think we can get some on the way. I think posing as slaves is probably our best bet.
Yeah, do we want to talk to the Thieves Guild about that, or do we want to just try and do it our own?
Yeah,
we
we'll
can
need a...
probably, I think
need
go
a
through
seal
the
from
Thieves
them.
Guild. Yeah, go through the Thieves Guild for that, and then you guys can look like slaves, and I'll just walk out the gates.
I also need to go to
Maybe
the
even-
Craftsman Guild to pick up my robe, which I left behind. Squib, you got time, right?
Oh yeah, time is totally my friend.
It'll be all right.
We now have we now have at least a plan. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
One 1,000, two 1,000. Liar.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, Rog, however much paper you want. They're 2 silver apiece.
2 silver for 1 piece.
Yep.
Here you go, my kind shopkeeper. 1,000 platinum or 100 platinum.
No.
I will
don't need
take
that much.
all of your paper.
Well, he doesn't have that many.
How much does he have?
Probably at most 50 pieces of paper.
50 pieces of paper at 2 silver. That's 100 silver. That's 10 gold.
Yep.
I hand over 10 gold.
Okay. He hands you a stack of paper.
Okay.
That's a lot of paper.
I
50
need a lot
sheets
of
is not
paper.
that much. If you think about it, a ream of 500 is that thick.
True.
All perspective on how much you rate.
Do you have a scroll to keep your like
I just have an endless
scroll
fucking
case to
D&D
keep your
thing.
paper in?
I mean, flavor-wise, yeah, probably.
I
Because
think the diplomat's kit comes with something like that. I thought. But isn't that what you took at the beginning?
yes.
He has a chest.
Has 2 cases for
map or
maps and
script.
scrolls.
Fine
Then
clothes,
no.
ink pen. Well, yeah, you also have a chest.
I would probably keep all
No,
of
he has a
that.
backpack. He doesn't have a chest.
Yeah.
Hey, he has soap.
No, it's probably all gone by now. I do have sealing wax. So that's a surprise. I just don't have a seal.
Yep. You haven't had to write many letters this campaign.
Yeah. All my writing has been for the book.
We're at a nearby general store, I imagine.
Yep.
Yeah, just for the sake of brevity, he went to a general store and got some paper.
Squid's using his cloak to kind of wrap himself up. He doesn't have it on. He's just wrapped up in a little bundle in his cloak, so he's not wandering around with a faceless one mask on. He's just a dark little blob. He doesn't really. These guys attract enough attention. He doesn't need to attract more.
Ain't that the truth? All right. To get Arandia's robe.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, you show up at the shop. And payment was agreed upon. I don't remember what I told you, but I assumed you wrote it down. If you don't start writing it down, I'm going to just make up numbers.
I didn't write it down. How much? How much you want me to pay?
Did you pay? I thought you paid it entirely up front. Or did you pay half?
No, he didn't pay anything.
I didn't pay anything.
No? Oh, I thought that he did.
Due upon receipt was the agreed upon. We'll just say 10 gold.
Okay.
It was a simple dye job.
Okay.
Just changing the color.
I will pay. Yes.
Also, for the sake of brevity, that's a 2-hour walk to the Craftsman Guild area from Broken Spirits. So.
Yeah, I know it's not close. I will go in and plan to pay my 10 gold and pay 15.
Okay. The lady's like, oh, thank you very much. I don't remember what I did for the lady's voice, but yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, that's fine. And I will put on my new robe.
Okay.
I have already inspected it. I just didn't like the color, so I know what it does. I just needed it dyed before I could put it on.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
To the Thieves Guild.
To the
Okay.
Thieves Guild, indeed.
Head back. Another 2 hours to back to this other side of town. To the Thieves Guild. And yeah. So you know where the building is.
We don't know how to get in.
I
Shit.
think we would have gone to where we met Terry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't the upstairs like a face
No,
for
'cause-
whatever it was, or some shit like that?
That
We
was
were
the
at a-
Huntsman's Guild.
We were at a different bar, and then
You had to
Terry
go through the
take us to
Shadow Realm to get to the Thieves Guild.
Oh yeah.
Let's go find Terry.
Am I-
All right. Yeah.
am
head
I
down
reach-
to the Jagged Spire.
Am I reaching out to Terry now?
Only if we can't find him.
Walk to the Jagged Spire, and lo and behold, there is the same people that were in there before. The half-elf woman behind the counter. I think it was Eric Ganassi who was playing the violin, and Terry in the corner at his table, just kind of sitting there, drinking, eating his breakfast. He's like, "Oh, if it ain't my friends."
Hi, Terrence.
Now we're friends.
I mean, we're all members of the Thieves Guild now.
That's true. Listen, Terry, we need a favor. From
Yeah,
the
sure.
Thieves Guild.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
We need official-looking documents that make it seem like some of us are slaves that are being sold off overseas. And to do that, we need to forge the document and also have a legit seal. And I have no seal.
Oh, so you're saying you just need a seal?
Yes.
Oh, give me a second. He goes behind the counter, and heads back through a back door. Comes back out with a medium-sized case. He sets it on the table and opens it up, and you can see a bunch of official-looking seals. He's like, "Yeah, we've got copies from basically every major house in the upper city. Do you care which one you're gonna stamp on there?"
Would I know of any that particularly sell slaves?
What about Captain McDipshit, whose house we visited?
Well, he would buy
Visited.
them. He would buy them. I don't know if he would sell them.
I mean, if you make yourselves look like raggedy slaves that are not really useful anymore, then I'm sure he might sell you.
You do know that Alfaro was at least involved with slaves.
Alright, fuck it, yeah. Give us an Alfaro seal.
He's like, "All right." He pulls it out. He's like, "Here you go. Go ahead and do your thing and give it back."
Yep, no problem. I'll pull out a paper and start writing on it.
Okay, give me a dexterity or intelligence roll. With your forging. I'm assuming you have a forgery kit.
Nope.
Okay, so you
I
don't get
just
to add
have
your
writing.
you don't get to add your proficiency because apparently you're not proficient with a forgery kit. So yeah, so just add your dex modifier or your intelligence, whichever one you want to a d20 roll.
Fuck.
Why does it say +4/+2?
Jack of all trades.
Oh. 10? It looks okay.
I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna crumple up that paper, throw it away, and try again.
Okay. Looks a little better.
Now, metagamey, would he think that he did amazing? Like, regardless of...
I mean, he could always ask
He-
Terrence,
he's-
how does this look?
Yeah, he's seen official documents before. And they look okay.
I want it to look pristine. I'm gonna crumple up that paper and try again.
Okay.
Ah! No!
This one, you like, well, what happened? All these spelling errors. Holy crap.
Getting flustered. Terry, are you good at forging?
Yeah, I could probably throw you some help if you want.
That would be much appreciated. I'll hand him a piece of paper and my ink quill.
Oh well, no, you do it, but he's going to assist you on the roll,
Okay.
which any of your teammates could have done at this point. There you go.
Oh, God.
26. Yeah. You finally, after that last one, you're like, Jesus Christ, and he was just like, he was just kind of like holding your hand basically and keeping you calm while you did all this important writing and documenting, and then signed a Lord Alfaro at the bottom and stamped it, and sealed it, and looks pretty damn good.
Wonderful. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh,
He takes the stamp back and puts it back
Yep.
in the case, closes it, hands it to the half-elf lady behind the counter. He's like, anything else I can help you with today, gentlemen?
So is one of us going to pretend to be Alfaro?
yes.
Okay.
I think it should be you.
Oh, fucking great.
Wait,
You got
you-
the robe for it.
I do have his robe, but I dyed it. But I do have it.
That aren't the right color.
Yeah, he kind of like raises an eyebrow and he's like, you're going to pretend to be Lord Alfaro?
Who-
Maybe just somebody.
Maybe just some guy?
Wait, hang on. Is there a lot widespread news that he's dead?
Well, I think in certain circles they know he's dead, but
What are the
widespread through the
chances?
city. But he, okay, I thought he was trying to pretend like you were slave traders
Yes.
taking people out of the city. Lord Alfaro wouldn't be doing that himself.
Okay, so then we'll just be some random person then.
Yeah, as long as you got the paperwork that says, "Hey, I work for Lord Alfaro," that's all you need. Now, if you look like him, they might be a teensy bit suspicious as to why you're in the lower city with a bunch of slaves by yourself.
But it would have been hilarious, though, am I right?
That would be pretty funny.
Scoop's just sitting in the corner, fucking with the mask on his face, going stupid fucking thing.
Smashing his forehead against the table.
Fucking think there's an itch on my nose and I can't fucking get it. There's just one table just going skirt, 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 just across the fucking floor as he's thumping his head in it, trying to scratch his nose. Scoop's slowly losing his shit.
Would anyone be suspicious of us exporting slaves in the Alfaro name, given that he is no longer with
No.
us? All right.
They're not gonna care.
Wonderful.
I don't know if you know this, Rog, but they really don't like us that much.
Oh, I do know.
They're a bunch of dirty bastards.
Wait, is Terry not a human?
No, he's an elf.
I thought he was a human. Wow.
No, remember the magic in order to tear holes into the realm of reality to go to the shadow realm takes many years to master.
Like
So,
like
mostly
hundreds.
It's elves. Yeah, it's mostly elves that know how to do it because they live longer.
Right.
I think I explained that. Maybe I didn't, but I did
You
write that
probably
down. Like that was definitely part of it.
I think it's the Australian accent. We just assume it's a guy with a human guy with the outback hat on.
With an outback hat, he's got a big long knife. Now that's a knife.
That's the way I see it. Terry totally has an outback hat with the one side up and the one side not. It's 100%.
An outrider hat on.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you probably won't see us for a while.
All right. Well, I'll be here waiting. This is my job, so as soon as you
Hopefully
guys need
next time hopefully next time we see you, I won't have this stupid fucking mask on my face.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of curious about that.
Who do we have to blame for that one, Squib?
Me for taking trophies. Squib's gonna give
Not just taking
Rob the
trophies.
finger.
It was safe in another dimension.
Squib gives Rog the finger.
How many fingers do kobolds have?
Enough to give him the finger.
Right?
He gives him a rude gesture. He's just like, fuck you! Squid is agitated. He hates this thing.
All right. So who wants to be a slaver?
Well, it's always been my dream.
I figured it was something like that.
I don't know, I'm pretty good at persuading people. I'm not as good at deceiving them, but I'm pretty good at deceiving them.
I am very good at deception.
Creativity.
I was gonna say, how good are you at lying? You're good at playing your harp at bad times.
I can lie out my ass. And you'll never know if I'm telling the truth because I lie so well.
What's your deception modifier?
11.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think he
Expertise,
took
baby.
expertise in deception.
You're better at deceiving than I am at persuading.
Yeah, that's what expertise gets you. Bards, man, they're
persuade-
good at talking at people.
My persuasion is also 11.
My persuasion is a 10, but I've apparently been incorrectly operating under the assumption that I had the highest.
I mean, it's only 1 point difference.
Yeah, true.
I didn't have an 11 until very recently, so.
Gotcha. All right, should we go?
Scoop's gonna tell Terry, if you ever see anybody with these masks, you might want to let them know that they're really heavily cursed, and that you might die if you put them on.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
I mean,
If you can't tell by the mask on my face.
yeah, I can tell you put it on like a knob.
You little knob, you.
I grabbed it and I felt the urge to put it on. They tried to stop me. I put it on. It's been a fantastic few days. Running into these guys has been the best.
I don't know what to tell you, Squid.
You'll be a hero by the end. I trust. Just ask the people of Vilga. Oh wait.
Oh no. Let's not ask the people of Ilgan, actually.
I mean, most of them are still alive.
Oh, because they fled, right?
They're all in Sevicern in internment camps, but they're not dead. Because when the Inquisition swept through Sevicern, they didn't just kill the civilians; they killed the undead army and then the soldiers that were loyal to Darius, but not the civilians.
All right, so to the docks then.
To the
I
ducks.
think
Well, we need to get our shit together first. Who's doing what?
I'm putting this hood on, going away, and I'm going to walk out to the dock.
I will be everyone's favorite slaver.
I will be not
think-
a drow that looks like me.
Yeah, I think you and Wolf are the only ones who are wanted that would need a disguise.
Yeah.
I think Sizen and Squib can pass as a slave on their own.
I can turn invisible and just walk out the gate.
I could turn into a wolf and just kind of walk as y'all's animal.
You can turn into a wolf? This whole time?
I mean, yeah, but I didn't really think it was necessary until now.
I think, Terry, would they be upset if we had a wolf companion?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Can you turn into like a regular dog?
I don't think so.
No, he doesn't have wild shape. He's a shifter, which means he can shift into a more animalistic type form of his shifter race.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd still be wolf-ish.
Darn.
Yeah.
He's not
Maybe
a
next
druid.
time.
He can't just turn into an animal.
I guess what, robes? Or we have the disguise thing, right?
Yeah,
you have the disguise stones.
But we have
need
to
to look
decide
like
what we
someone
want to
else.
be. I'll just be an elf. I think disguise self stones can only change your height by like a foot, so I will stay my same height, be a wood elf, look emaciated and slavely.
I will be a human and I will dress up all fancy like.
Squib, how tall are you?
2 feet tall.
Could I pass if I was like 3 feet tall?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
As
Pass?
what? A kobold?
Yeah.
Yeah, kobolds can be small or medium. I
I
believe.
guess since you're not wanted, I could just be like you. I don't know any small creatures.
Well,
Or
you're
whatever.
not. You're a medium-sized creature.
Oh yeah, medium. What's a medium-sized creature?
Everything.
You could just be another shifter that
That
just
just
looks
doesn't look like you.
a bit different.
Just something that's
Or like
different.
a half elf or an elf
Yeah.
or
Would be something cool.
Yeah, we're turning into anything that doesn't look exactly like ourselves.
Or a tiefling, or a halfling, or a dwarf, or an elf, or a dragonborn, or anything really.
Be a tiefling.
As long as you're not human.
Yes, I will turn into a tiefling.
All right. Anyone got rope?
I have rope. Great.
All right, we're gonna have to tie you up, all of you.
Okay. I have 50 feet of it.
Zan's like, should I take my armor off? I mean, I can. Maybe I should just pretend to be your bodyguard because I can pass as human.
Excuse me.
That might be a good idea. Terry, would it be unusual for a slaver to have a bodyguard?
It'd be it'd be unusual for any human to be down in the lowest city without some sort of protection.
All right, well then there we go. Sizen's the bodyguard. You're all my slaves. Here we go.
Also,
I was like, this is gonna get real interesting if he just walks through the town as a human by himself.
also, since we're going to the docks, you guys be on the lookout if you see, another shifter. Because I do
Indeed.
remember a while ago, my sibling was there.
Weeks ago, yes.
Yes. Yes. Just a thought.
I'll keep an eye out.
And so that we're all on the same page, the plan is to falsify to get past the guards, and then we're going to try and what's the word?
Get passage on a ship.
Get past it, yeah, but charter a ship to around along the coast to the east, outside the viewpoint of the landmarks that are there, and then to the eastern mountains. Yes?
Yeah.
And do you think we should try and pay so that we can just kind of sail along the eastern mountains and keep our eyes out for a dragon, or what should the plan be here? From what I understand, the eastern mountains are rather vast.
I have no idea. I say we just get on the ocean first
That's fair.
and then figure it out.
Let's do
Maybe
it.
you can ask Duravo if he has any more information.
That is a good idea.
Can you send a message to someone you've never met?
No.
Even if you know their name?
Nope.
No.
Darn.
There has to be a connection. Otherwise, it would just be like using the scrying ball, I think. But I don't even think sending has that capability. To the docks, I guess.
Yeah, you guys walk through the lower city. You get a wide berth, almost because Rug's disguised as a fancy-looking human. Most of the people just hide, like the beggars and stuff. They don't ask you for coin. They don't do anything. And Saizen's, just looking big and intimidating in his armor. You do see a couple like hunter types walking through the city that kind of like give you the side eye with your passive perception. You'd notice that they're like eyeing you up and down, like thinking if it's worth maybe trying to do something. But they just continue on their way.
Any shifters?
Make a perception check. But you're still in the lower city. You're not even out on the docks yet.
Right. Shit.
You don't see any shifters, no.
Focused on the objective.
Yep. All right, so you reach the western gate, and there's a whole swath of Inquisition soldiers that are just like kind of lounging around, watching people walk into the city. And then every now and then they're like stopping the people that are leaving, checking their documents.
Wait, the western gate?
Mm-hmm. That's the gate you entered.
Oh, I was thinking we were going up the south.
No, that's those. So that's the human docks.
Okay, I understand now. Okay.
These are the.
That's why Broken Spirits is so close to the... Okay, I understand now.
And this, the big long thing is the human bridge for not having to walk through the
That's hilarious.
lower city.
That's fantastic.
They'll go to great lengths to be racist.
That's fantastic.
I did explain that that's what they did, right?
Yeah,
you're
but I
probably-
never put two and two together. I don't
Gotcha.
know. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember if I mentioned it or not, because there's a lot that I think of that I don't necessarily say if I'm not asked. But yes, there is, in the middle of the city, a walkway
Over the
leads
poor
over-
people.
over the poor people.
Fantastic. That's hilarious.
Squib will let his companions know that he will find them on. He will let his companions know that he will find them on the dock. He'll slip into a group of people, put his hood up, and then walk out the gate.
Oh,
Okay. Make a stealth
Because
check.
that was Squib's thing. He was just gonna put the hood up and then just walk out the back gate, or yeah, just walk out the gate.
Make a stealth check. I'm gonna say a straight roll because I would impose disadvantage because they stop people from leaving.
Even if he puts the hood up and turns invisible.
So the invisibility gives you advantage, but they stop everyone that's leaving. And you said you were joining a group of people. Like, it's just going to be a straight roll because you're in amongst a bunch of people.
Oh no, he was gonna go into a group of people to hide, to put the hood up, so it's not just he poofs out of existence, and then he's gonna go sneak through the gate.
Okay. But you're still sneaking
Yeah,
past guards who are trying to keep people from leaving. And you are invisible, but you don't have, like, silent boots. Those are the thing.
you got that SpongeBob walk.
Yay, 9!
Okay. As you begin to sneak through the gate, you kick a couple stones on the ground, and the guards are like, one of them just like casts. You see one of the guards off to the side, like pulls his hand out and casts a spell towards your direction, and all of a sudden you reappear where you were. And they see you. They all see you. What do? They aren't threatening yet, but you have a response.
Can I invasive minds in this time period, or is it just Zach that was able to respond? Do I notice them
just
notice?
Zach for now.
Okay.
If you can say something next round if it goes poorly.
Okay.
I'm trying to think on how Squib would react to this. Would he just book it because he got caught, or
But you have to connect
Shit.
your execution.
how many guards are there?
50, give or take.
Oh, that's a lot more than I thought there would be.
Well, there has to be enough of a presence here so people don't just like attack the guys that are guarding the gates because they hate the Inquisition.
No, Squibble, stop and go. I'm sorry.
And in response, like you see the guy who casts Dispel Magic, he sees you, and he just kind of lowers his hand and just turns and looks away from you, and like an almost imperceptible shake of his head towards the rest of the guards, and they just turn away from the now visible guy standing there and return to what they're doing.
I mean, Squibble approach, I guess. I mean, I've already been caught.
Approach the guards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as if he were to walk out.
Okay, so you were already like into the gate, and they noticed you, and the guy cast Dispel Magic on you, and they all turned and saw you, and then they went back to what they were doing and didn't say anything.
I mean, he'll keep walking towards the gate if they don't say anything.
Out the gate. You're like halfway out the gate.
Oh yeah, he'll keep going out the gate. Then, if they're not going to pay him any attention, he's just going to keep walking out the gate.
They don't stop you.
Oh. Something's fishy. And it's not the docks.
I agree, but did he see Squib's mask?
Yeah, they saw you.
I mean, maybe they didn't want to fuck with him because he had the mask on. I don't know.
That's what it seems like to me.
Squib's just going to keep walking.
Yeah. They don't do anything. They stop Rog and the rest of the team. They're like, oh,
Greetings, sir.
papers.
Here you are. And I'll hand him the letter that we forged.
And he unseals it, opens it, reads it over, rolls it back up, hands it back to you. All right.
Much obliged. Now, walk on by.
You rolled a nat 20. The papers literally look perfect.
Sick.
So,
for the record, I wasn't fishing for a nat 20, by the way.
You were fishing for better than what you thought.
Better than a 9.
If you'd stuck with the 10s or 11, they might add a couple questions, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep walking with the slaves in tow.
Okay. And Saizen just bringing up the rear, kind of like making sure your slave line continues. But yeah, they don't. You're good?
All right.
All of you saw what happened to Squib, by the way.
Did their lack of a reaction seem deliberate on their part, or as if they were not in control?
I'll roll an insight check. An 18's pretty good. It seemed very deliberate. Like, you know that they noticed him, but then from their body language, they were like, okay, we're not going to deal with this problem.
Interesting. All right.
You kind of get the sense that they might have a deal with a certain faction. We're
Wonderful.
usually better at sneaking around than Squib is.
And to think I was about to walk up to the guards and try and bribe them and be like, yeah, I'm just trying to get this stupid thing off. I didn't want to be in the city with it on. Oh, I'm halfway out and they don't give a shit? Sweet. I'm just going to keep fucking going.
Yep.
You made the right decision. The pretending like you were supposed to be there was the right decision because you are wearing a Faceless One mask. And had a cloak of invisibility.
If I put the hood down and then put it back up, do I turn back invisible?
Yep.
Okay. Dude, Squib doesn't need a bunch of people like staring at him.
Dispel magic doesn't dispel the item. It just dispels the effect.
All right. How far away was Squib when he went invisible?
Back out on the dock, a couple 100 feet probably ahead of you guys.
All right, I'm just gonna continue walking and hope he joins up.
Okay.
I figured Squib would find a not a very populated spot, and then he'd group up and tug on Rug's leg and go. He doesn't have tweezers in his pack, so I don't think he could.
Oh my god.
Anyway, as you get out on the dock, there are in fact two ships here. One is a standard-looking tall ship. It's a kind of a light birch in color. It's a standard-looking two-mast ship, and it seems like it has a single cannon on either side of the ship. The flag it's flying at the back it seems to be like a grapevine with grapes overlaid on a barrel, and behind that is like a geyser-looking spray of water that comes from underneath where the barrel is and up behind it. The other ship is very sleek and smooth. It looks to be elven in nature, and it has sloop type sails at an angle rather than standard tall ship sideways. So yeah, it is 10:30. So you guys can decide which ship you would like to go attempt to.
How many masts on the elven ship?
Two.
Two. Okay.
Does 2 mean faster?
Not necessarily.
It's better
They're
than
about
one.
They're about the same size. Yes. But you guys, next time we play, you can decide which ship you would like to go talk to see if you can obtain passage.
Real quick, do we see a shifter anywhere nearby?
Roll a perception check.
I would like to assist. Well, I don't know. He's looking. Never mind.
Nope.
I would also like to look for a shifter nearby.
Okay.
Can I also?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Squib will give a shot since Wolf asked, and Squib likes Wolf.
Okay.
We are a very perceptive bunch.
Did any of us roll higher than our passive perception? I don't think so.
No.
I sure didn't. Well, actually, I rolled my exact passive perception.
I mean, I did the same. I got a 15 on that shit.
Wait,
No,
your
none of you
passive
see a
perception is
shifter.
12? Loudon?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 10 base plus your modifier for your roll, so 12.
Then why is mine
my
15?
because you're
Alright,
proficient.
Oh, because I'm proficient in perception. Duh.
I am not proficient in perception, and my wisdom modifier is also 0. But I get
Yes,
jack of all trades.
But he's jack of all trades, so he gets +2 because
yeah.
it's half his proficiency modifier rounded down.
Gotcha.
Amazingly, that makes my athletics roll positive.
I mean, it makes bards pretty good at pretty much all skill checks.
Yeah. Counterspell counts as a skill check too,
It does.
which is just disgusting with jack of all trades.
Counterspell or counter charm?
Counterspell.
You have to roll to see if you
Oh,
beat the
yeah.
spell. Yeah, it counts for bards.
Yep. That's going to be one of my next magical secrets. Whenever I get that. Level 14.
Sure, it'll be
Alright,
super
well,
soon.
You guys have some options. Which ship you'd like to talk to about heading to go save your friend Squib from the cursed item that he placed upon himself?
There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
Next week would be the 14th, unless people got things going. I should be around.
I should be around as well.
I should be. I mean, unless I. Oh, I don't think I told you guys what I did on Monday.
Did you crash?
Close. Very, very close.
Did you slip and fall?
No, I did a dumb in the school bus,
Run the red
and
light.
I got stuck.
Oh.
Got stuck in snow?
Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad. They had to call a tow truck to get the bus out. I just posted the pictures. It's no bueno.
And so you think that you might not be a bus driver anymore, or
Oh no,
Oh.
I didn't get in that much trouble.
oh,
It was just unless I get stuck again.
gotcha.
So long as I don't get stuck.
Yeah.
Just put a flamethrower on the bus and melt all the snow in front of you as you drive. Easy solution.
I can't. It's illegal to have aerosols on the bus.
Well, it's not on. It's not. I guess it is on the bus, but it's not in the bus. If that makes a difference.
Not really.
Darn.
I can have up to 500 pounds of solid